there, my name is Maggie Rudy. Welcome to Mouseland. This is where I work to make Mouseland, which is something I've created over 25 years. I make little characters, mostly mice, and I build their sets and their environments out of mostly recycled junk, and then I photograph them like little stage sets, and then those become my illustrations. So this is where I work here. These are all my tools. And this is the most important thing, my magnifying glass. Well, they're made out of gray felt, gray sheet felt, this stuff. And they're not needle felted, some people think they are. It's a pattern that I cut out that I've developed over some 25 years, which has evolved quite a bit. They look different than they used to. They're much more lifelike. And then their arms and legs and their spines are made out of pink pipe cleaners so that they're posable for my illustrations. I started posting pictures on Mouse's Houses, my blog spot, in 2010. Once a week or so, I would put up an illustration and I would construct some little scene or some little vignette and post once a week. I was simultaneously learning how to build better, how to photograph, how to light, how to photo edit. And then when the pandemic came around and we were all locked down, I started posting. By then I had Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook as well, once daily. And it was a way for me to sort of stay sane and connected with people. And it also is a way to give people a place to go and get a moment away, a moment of mousy zen. Every so often I post a GIF. My son taught me how to make those a couple of years ago, and I've had a lot of fun with those. I'd love to do something longer, but I just don't have the patience to do anything past about 24 frames. I illustrated my first children's picture book in 2011. It's called The House That Mouse Built. Then in 2014, I did a book called I Wish I Had a Pet. It was a lot of fun because I had to learn how to make other animals like birds and turtles and frogs that I hadn't made before, things other than mice. That was a nice challenge. Then in 2017, I did a retelling of the story of the city mouse, country mouse. And for that one, I made really big sets, big city sets, big country sets. That was quite a challenge. And my niece, Sally Foster, came from New York and helped me do the lighting on that one. Sooty Paws is my fourth book. It's a retelling of Cinderella. I had such a good time with this one. I did it in a very fancy dress, so I got to use lots of trim and fancy fabrics and rhinestones, and I made 40 little mouse wigs and 40 tiny pairs of shoes and acres of trim and ribbon. I made a lot of props for it. There's a chandelier that lit up, and lots of instruments, chairs. I really got out of control on this one. Lots of different animals. And then, of course, there was furniture. And it was really a good time. I really went crazy on this one. And then when I had built all the characters and all the furniture and all the props, of course, I assembled them into these elaborate dioramas and lit them and shot them. There was once a mouse, and her life was no fun. This is the story of Sooty Paws, poor little mouse who does all the cooking and cleaning for her mean and nasty step rats, and her only friends are the animals that she meets in the garden. When the step rats got ready to go to the ball at the palace, her friends, with the help of a little moon magic, transform her so that she can get to the ball in her apple coach, where she can meet the prince and maybe find a way to live mousily ever after. My work is deeply grounded in the natural world. My father is a biologist and my mother is a biological illustrator. So my childhood was full of nature outings and making things. I believe strongly that young children have an innate affinity with nature, and I try to kindle and nurture that connection with my books.